Feel free to lead.
There we go.
Lead. No. I was talking to Chrissy. Lead.
Oh, lead. Oh, sorry. I was like, you want us to
She's
go?
the leader. She's leading the live.
We should probably do a little like, are you?
Oh yeah, it's going. It's going. Let me see if I can tag you.
Can anyone watch this right now?
If it's live.
It's live, yeah. Yes. I'm ready.
Okay.
We're testing things out because
How do we know if people are watching?
we won't know. Oh, there's a private chat. Is that you guys? That's you. That's Noah.
Yeah.
We're so organized. Okay. That's the only thing this doesn't do. It doesn't tell you who's in that, although it will give comments. So if anyone wants to say hello and they do a comment, the comments will come up. It won't tell me who's on unless we look at the actual feed. So it's not perfect, but it's a good start. We might have new careers starting right here. Imagine. Yeah.
You guys want to do an introduction right now? Like, I don't.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, that'd be great. Yes. Tell us, Noah. No, I'd love to know because we just met 2 seconds ago. Tell us a little bit about you.
All right. I am an astrologer.
Astronomologer. I can't even say that correctly.
I teach astronomy at the college level. So
yes.
I love science. I support science. I promote science, but science is limited. So I have 1 foot in science and 1 foot in spirit, and I like to combine the two. And what is spiritual astronomy? It is none other than astrology. So
yes.
So I teach.
I love.
Also do
what I often say to people because I'm similar. I have some science, spiritual, a little bit of everything. What I love to say to people that are on like really hardcore either side, all roads lead home. They all eventually lead to the same place, right? They're all part of the puzzle.
Yeah, I guess they have no choice but to eventually.
Yeah.
A few millennia or millions of years, but I guess they all lead.
They all lead to the same place in the end, right?
So I see it as an eternal funnel, and the funnel gets eternally smaller and smaller at one end and larger at the other, and we're always right in the middle. So even if you go like to the right 400,000 years, you're still in the middle of your eternal funnel. And if you go to the left, no matter which way you go, you're always in the same funnel.
Yeah.
And one side of the funnel is like God, and the other, or the goddess, and the other side is Maya.
Yes. And I know Timon, and we have Angelique here. Angelique, would you like to introduce yourself to the audience?
Sure. My name is Angelique, and I do professional soul development through the unprofessional realm of spirituality. So we work with people who are ready, who have been in soul cycles so long that they just feel like it could be normal and that's just the way it is, but they are ready to make that change, which means breaking off the shackles of old belief systems. So all my different clair senses come in really handy because I can help to see into the unconscious and also help them to recognize what it is that they're actually feeling and put words to that and process old wounds that get in the way of being able to let their intuition shine through. I also lead group soul travel to special locations all over the globe, one of which is the reason why we came here today. We are taking a cruise to Africa, south tip of Africa, from Maputo to Cape Town, November 6th through the 13th of this year. It is a Deepak Chopra inspired cruise. And so we wanted to just get on live for a little bit here to introduce all of us, because we are the ones who would like to be able to go on this cruise with you. Mr. Noah is going to talk with us about how the astronomy and astrology side of things affects us as related to where our bodies are placed on the globe. Because the globe is a system like the body, It is a body within the universe. That's Mother Earth, a body within the universe. So the different places around the globe, you're going to be able to have different shifts happen within you. Just like if you were going to travel to go to the Grand Canyon, it feels different than if you're in downtown Phoenix. They're both wonderful, but they affect you differently. So Noah's going to be able to tell us how Miss Chrissy and how I are going to be affected by the location of the place on the globe, South Africa, where we're going on this cruise. He's going to give a little mini reading when we get together tomorrow night at the same time, 8 o'clock. And we are very much looking forward to that. It's the big mystery of what's Noah going to say? What's he going to teach us about what we're going to learn when we're in Africa? Super exciting. So yeah, and Miss Chrissy, tell us a little bit about you, what you do, and your interest in Africa.
Yeah, well, I'm Chrissy. I'm the founder of Rise and Thrive Wholeness. My background was actually in occupational health and safety, and then I moved into psychological safety. And then through a wellness journey of my own, I really help people love their whole selves. So the shadows, the goods, the bads, it's all a colorful mosaic of who we're supposed to be. So I'm a big believer in it's all good. We are all good. So I help people get really comfortable with being who they are. And I love to do it with a playful nature. If you haven't noticed yet, I like to giggle and chuckle a lot. And I have been working with Angelique for just over a year. We met actually on a podcast that I do with In Limelight Media through Clarissa Burt. And I just really loved Angelique's strong softness. And I'm like, I've always been soft, but I want to be strong too, because I think that's a really important piece. I remember when I was younger, felt very strong, but then as I got older, I felt a little more mushier, and I wanted to incorporate my whole self. So Angelique has actually helped me find that strong little girl that existed way back when and helped me integrate her back into my life. So thank you. And I had shared with Angelique that my goals for this next phase of my life, going into my 50s, is to speak, write, and travel. Those are going to be my focuses. So when she brought up that she does travel, we thought this is going to be amazing. And I'm very interested in South Africa as well. And I was just reading about this yesterday, so I don't want to put anyone in the spot, but I was reading about the sun path, the diamond light grid in South Africa around is it Tunnel Mountain or Table Mountain? Table Mountain. Apparently there's a bunch of observatories where people were very connected to the sun, and they created these structures where they could view the universe. And apparently there's a light grid or a chakra center there. And I don't know how accurate that is. Noah, you can tell me if I'm way off base, but I was reading about that yesterday. And I'm like, that sounds really, really, really interesting.
Okay, I've never.
Have you heard of that? No, we can all live together. So, sorry, what are you saying, Noah?
I've never heard of that, so I have literally no knowledge or comment on that.
No. And I could be totally wrong. So I will dig into it a little bit more, but I do love traveling to different places, and there is a different feeling when we go to certain places. And I really believe that if we're called to see different places, there's a reason either we need to be there or it needs us to be there. So really, really believe that. So yes. And Noah, what are you excited to share tomorrow?
Excuse me?
What are you excited to share tomorrow?
And I just want to let you know, Chrissy, whenever you talk, there's a very loud crackling noise. Angelique, are you getting that?
I'm not hearing that.
Okay, so it must be maybe because I'm using the cell towers for reception. And tomorrow I'll be on Wi-Fi by my computer and it should be fine. So, but it's hard to hear you. So you said, can you repeat your question one more time? Now you're muted.
She was saying, what are you excited to share tomorrow?
What am I going to share tomorrow?
What are you excited to share tomorrow?
What am I excited for tomorrow? You're crackling too, so I'm sorry. It's my.
Well, it looks like we've got a few technical issues to work out here.
Yeah.
It's like
yes.
So it's
okay.
system, and and that will be not happening tomorrow because I should be on regular Wi-Fi. But
All right.
What am I excited to share tomorrow?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, what am I excited to share? I'm excited to share how you as individuals have a completely different experience in any given location. So that place you were talking about, Chrissy, with the chakra center or the light grid or whatever you were saying, if I find that I can easily go to that location, if you just tell me where it is, and I can easily, just seconds, I can go to that location and see how it relates to your birth chart. And so, for instance, if you had Jupiter rising at that location when you were born, then that would mean there's like a bunch of bounty there for you, a lot of goodness and natural confidence and optimism, and life would be, you'd be like in the right place at the right time. But if you had Saturn rising when you were there, you might feel a little bit cold there, maybe not so comfortable. So it depends on your chart, and then I can just look at any given location on Earth, and then you guys, since you have different birth charts, you'll have a different response to any given location. There might be some overlapping sometimes, but generally speaking, it's a large globe, so we'll all have different responses in different locations.
Oh, that's fascinating.
Yeah, super exciting.
Yes. Well, I'm just really excited to speak with you both tomorrow and for everybody to hear all the cool things you have to share. So for now, we'll sign off and I say thank you.
Yes, and when you do come back tomorrow, you're going to hear about everything that we're going to be doing on all the 7 nights, the 15 different excursions, and we're just going to talk about all the different animals and the whale watching, and you'll get to know everything about this fantastic cruise November 6th through the 13th of this year. Come celebrate with us and learn a little bit more from Noah about how it is that you're going to be able to experience the globe within yourself. Thanks for coming.
Thank you. Bye.